Squad. Mizzy World Entertainment is here to present episode 14, Mizzy Sports NBA, hosted by yours truly, Mizzy World, and my big bro, Raw Dog. What's the deal, bro?
Chilling.
Most authentic NBA podcast out right now, but let's dive right into this shit, man. What's going on with Dre? Are you in agreement with Dominique Wilkins, and do you think he's too focused on his podcast and not focused enough on the series at hand?
I don't know if it's that he's too focused on. I think he just need to take a chill, shut the fuck up. Like, play the game. If you play as much as you talk, you know what I mean? You'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that he need to take up because he's good at the podcast. He's great at it. Everybody's like, niggas around the NBA love the podcast. Everybody's talking about it. Just less talking and more playing.
Right.
And stop being so emotional about everything. I get that's who you are, but remember what happened in 2016. Remember what you called you 2016, what your emotions caused you.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it ain't necessarily that he don't need to not do the podcast. Just less talk and more playing.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast time is the podcast time, but you need to be focusing on what you can do better to help the Warriors win because you are the centerpiece and probably one of the most important, if not the most important player on the team as far as everybody lining up behind you because you're going to be that Warriors going to battle no matter what.
Yeah, true. I don't think he's too. I mean, I know for a fact that Draymond is focused on winning this series.
Mm-hmm.
He's completely invested into winning this series. I don't think his podcast is coming before this series at all. My thing is they have to figure out a way to get him involved. Like the thing is his game isn't like easily all right, just get him in ISO or do this, do that. You get what I'm saying? It's very predicated on how everybody else around him plays as well. You get what I'm saying? So right now the Celtics are taking away everything that he's doing, so they have to just figure out a way to get him more incorporated in the half-court offense or create more turnovers. He has to be probably more of a impactful player defensively. You get what I'm saying, with steals, blocks, and that aspect. But yeah, they just have to figure out a way to open him up more on the offense, in my opinion. And I mean, Dre gonna be Dre though.
Gonna be Dre. He never gonna change. That's what people love about him though.
Dre
but
gonna
as
be
far
Dre.
as the podcast, I think he's great at it. I think a lot of people think he's great at it.
Oh yeah,
Definitely got a career in this after that's over.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Oh yeah. I mean,
another Charles Barkley.
That's without a doubt. But to move on, what have you been seeing from the series so far, and how do the Warriors get back into it?
They get back into it by playing Warriors basketball. I mean, but that includes Draymond Green. I just think that from what I'm seeing, it's like these. Boston is hungry as hell, man, and they want to prove everybody like they're hungry, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that every time when the Warriors, I mean, obviously, I see them sitting on the bench and they look depleted, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see Steph and Clay, like they look completely depleted, man. I think that they can and they will win this series. It's just that they got to get back to playing Warriors basketball. Mm-hmm. And like I said again, Draymond's the centerpiece of that, in my opinion. People kind of downplay how important he is, but everybody knows, you know what I'm saying, that he's the centerpiece. I'm not saying he's the most important piece, but he plays a major role. People like to say, well, Draymond, he ain't really like that if he was on another team, but he's not on another team. He was on Warriors for a reason. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just feel like they need to get back to playing Warriors basketball. It's just that simple. It's not nothing complicated about this.
Facts.
Play your games.
Yeah, Draymond definitely has to step up more in his role. Like at the end of the day, you can't just be a non-factor. Period. That's what he's been for two of the games that they lost. So you can't be a non-factor on the floor. No matter how you want to slice it. You get what I'm saying? Like they were saying, like at least give us 10. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta do something. I think one other thing has to happen though. I feel like when Steph gets his little mini runs going or his big major runs going, Steve Kerr has to stop following his minute restriction thing. You get what I'm saying? Where he takes him out the game at the end of the third. I feel like last night you keep Steph in to start that fourth quarter. I feel like you cannot let this series slip away by trying to be too pretty. Yeah, trying to be too pretty. You get what I'm saying? Like if Steph is in that bag, let him go for 40-50 in this night. You get what I'm saying? Like that's just the type time it has to be on because like you said, Boston is on a mission to prove people wrong. But my breakdown from the series so far is just that they're lengthy. They're lengthy, but they have lapses where that's where the Warriors can take over a game. But it's how dominant can the Celtics be when they're locked in, and how dominant can the Warriors run be when you know the Celtics are going to give them that lapse. You get what I'm saying? Right. So I feel like that's the chess match right there, and that's all predicated on and what's been the game in my eyes so far is when Steph is in the game. So that's Jordan Poole has to step up a lot more, and Klay Thompson has to be consistent. So yeah, getting back to Warriors basketball, a lot of people just have to play better in their role as we know them this season.
Absolutely.
Point blank, period.
Again, I still got the Warriors want to win the series. Ain't really much to add to it. They just want to win the series.
Yeah, man. I still got the Warriors. Clearly my prediction of 5 ain't happening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Warriors in 7 and Oracle close it out. Take it. Steph get MVP. Huge game. Everybody just got to step up for the Warriors. That's the number one thing. It's a lot on their plate, and they can't keep getting bum rushed and bombarded when Steph step out the game. You get what I'm saying? Like they just can't keep having that happen. So y'all know what it is, man. Episode 14. Like, comment, share, subscribe, listen. Mizzy World ENT, Raw 810. Episode 14. Gang.